Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. Today I have some Planner Girl clip art from Everyday Clip Art. I've also printed out some coordinating boxes, and then I grabbed some washi tape from my stash. I'm pretty sure this was a roll that came from Michael's or Hobby Lobby back in the day when my kids used to go pick out washi tape as gifts for me. And I'm not sure I've ever used this roll, but I thought it coordinated nicely, so I'm going to go ahead and use it on this page. The top section I am going to use for my calendar items, and then I will just decorate along the two bottom rows, leaving a box for my tasks for each day. I'm going to start by laying down the washi tape in the areas that I plan on decorating, and this just gives me a good base for all of the images so that they're not just floating in midair. I will say that originally I was trying to line the edge of the washi tape up with the box so I didn't have to rip that extra piece off of the side, but it was a bit of a struggle to get it lined up just right, and I found that it was easier to just leave a little bit of extra and rip it off. If this had been a favorite washi tape, I may have worked harder to get it lined up right on the edge where I wanted it to start. But since this is not a favorite, and if you can tell, this has a lot of tape on it, but if it didn't, I would definitely work a little harder to get it lined up so that I did not waste any of the washi tape. So now that I have a good idea where I want to put my decor, I'm going to go in and drop in the date stickers that I like to print out. For some reason, I don't have a 27. I'm not exactly sure why, but I did print out two sheets of this, so I think I will just grab the 27 from the other sheet and we will deal with the missing 27 later. Today, I'm just going to drop them in above the days of the week. Sometimes I put them in the boxes where I'm going to put my calendar items, but today I'm just going to run them along the top of the page. I did just go ahead and print these out and cut them on my Cricut. I do prefer to have undated spreads so that if I get bored with the spread, I can just swap it out for something different. And if everything is undated, I have plenty of options to choose from, but it just seems a little less wasteful than printing out a whole year worth of dated planner pages and then possibly switching to different planner pages during the year. I did decide that I wanted to bring a little bit more of that washi tape up in the corner so that it wasn't all down at the bottom. I would have liked to put a little bit up in the upper right-hand corner as well, but I felt like it would have been out of place there. But let's go ahead and start decorating this page. The first thing that I want to do is put a box down where I can drop in the month. I'm also going to put a box down on Saturday because we have some plans for Saturday. And along with the pre-printed dates, I also have some pre-printed months, and I will drop in July here before realizing that we're still in June. I really don't want to rush the summer, but I feel like since we've already been on vacation, that it feels like July now. But eventually I will come back in and change that back to June. So our vacation was lovely. I am losing my voice again. Not sure what that's about. And I do struggle with vertigo. And I'm not sure if this is actually vertigo because it feels a little bit different, but we were on a boat pretty much every day of vacation, which was fabulous. I love being out on the lake, but we do have some friends that live right on the lake and they have a boat. We stayed in our own place, but we went over and visited them often, swam off their dock, went boating, tubing. My son even tried this paddleboard skiing. So we had a wonderful time. The weather was fairly good. I think one afternoon we had a storm, and then there were a couple of evenings when it rained, but nothing that ruined our plans. I think the only thing that got canceled was we were supposed to play pickleball one morning, but the courts were too wet to play. But now that we're back, I feel like I'm still on the boat, which it doesn't quite feel like the vertigo symptoms that I'm used to, so I'm not sure if it is vertigo related or I just need to get used to not being on the boat. Unfortunately, even though I don't feel horrible, I just feel a little bit lightheaded, I guess is the word. I have not been able to get as much accomplished as I would have liked. I really need to finish pressure washing the exterior of the house so it can just be done, but I cannot get up on a ladder right now. I'll be able to do the bottom section this weekend, but I really hope that this goes away so that I can get up on the ladder and finish the high spots as well. If you listen to any of my recent videos, our HVAC system did need replacing. That got done this week. Our dryer is still working, so we can finally get rid of our old dryer. But I'm feeling very positive about the summer now, especially since we were able to take care of the dryer issue and take care of replacing the HVAC unit. We do still have quite a bit of items that need to be accomplished this summer, but I don't think we're really going anywhere else, maybe a weekend trip somewhere. But for the most part, we are home for the duration of the summer. Soccer kicks into full gear after the 4th of July weekend. So, like I said, we will be home the rest of the summer and hopefully we can get all the rest of the items checked off our to-do list. For all of the boxes that I am putting down, I don't necessarily have something planned to go in them. I will either write something big that's happening that day, or I may even just leave them blank. Blank boxes don't bother me. I just like how they ground the cluster, so I do like to use them for that purpose, but it does not bother me if they end up staying empty. But I might use them for an event or a memory or a quote. But I feel no pressure to fill every box and fill every space in my planner because although I do like to decorate my planner and have it welcoming and inviting when I come back to visit, once this is decorated, my planner becomes purely functional. I do not need to fill it or make it look artistic or any of those things because in the long run, I end up just throwing my planner pages away. I have been keeping them only because of this YouTube channel, but for the most part, if I finish a year, I would normally throw my planner pages away. So they're not memory keeping or anything like that. They are purely functional for getting me through the week and staying on top of things. Hopefully that all makes sense. So my plan for this week, once I get this decor down, is to use that top section for all of my calendar events. I will come back in and draw in lines for my tasks. I forgot to do that before I ended this video. And then the left sidebar I will use for all the videos that I want to work on for making all the plans. And then depending on how much room I have left, I will either put the home tasks that I want to work on or the errands that I need to run. I know for sure that I need to make a return to Dick's and a return to Lowe's this week. So let's get these last bits of decor down. I will add a little bit of decor at the top of the page as well. I will swap out July for June, and then this will be my decorative spread. Join me on Monday as I put my action plan together for the week. If you missed the video on how to create a daily action plan, I will link that down below. But thank you for coming along with me today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing future content, don't forget to hit that little bell notification so that you can be notified when any new content goes up on the channel. I hope that everybody has a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.